Okay, today I would like to come back and continue about my experience get a reward in Canada. Like the last time I have mentioned the last clip that I have received the check from my ex 1500 or 1200 something like that, and the first one is bouncing. It's just like I am in shock because I'm very desperate. I need money to provide myself because as of my job I still have to slowly develop my business as a working at the clinic that I used to be the student. However, I have changed my new lawyer from male lawyer become female lawyer, and she is such a give me very good advice. I have knowing and learning so much from her. Like what? Like she told me I have to see a psychiatrist, like a practitioner that listen to me how my emotional being abused, and she can give me recommendation about I have been abused by my ex-husband. It's called emotional abuse. Psychiatric, I think. What it called? I write it down. Mental health psychiatric. Sorry if I pronounce funny. I am in shock. That I have to miss one of that kind of treatment. And I did. I went there and I see my doctor, and I have to see her maybe like a 5 times until the day I have to have meeting with my lawyer again, because she do her job. She sent all the paper to my ex, to his lawyer, everything. She give me an email that okay, she want to talk with me and see me to discuss to face, and I went to the office, and yet she pointed that my ex claim as bankruptcy. How? My question. How? Why? What happened? What the reason why he claimed as bankruptcy? When the lawyer told me that she talked with his lawyer, and yes, he showed all that statements from financial backlist to check. She said that he claimed that he owed so much money for government. And I say, what kind of government? She said that my ex, he did not pay tax for the business. That's whatever he do for mining, for create the book, for stock, like an income tax for 5 years. 5 years. And how much money he owe to the tax company, tax government. When she told me the number, my prenup agreement changed it pretty much zero. That's why he checked. I've been received check to support me for at least 12 months, but I got the first one bouncing, the second one bouncing, because when you send back to your lawyer send back to the first lawyer that he deal with, and then they send me a new one. That means it's still first one, but they count at the second one until the third one still bouncing until I cannot reach the fourth one. And that's why my lawyer said that it's no point to do this, like I send the notice to him, lawyer, that your client check is bounced. Because my client, whenever I take the check to the bank, I never get any money out for it. Because he used, I don't know what you call in English, plan that he rather become bankruptcy. I am very in shock. This man is use me, abuse me in this way. And not just that, he just make himself as a shameful in market. He not really famous, but he popular enough to have a chance to post himself on television in the market. Oh, he's so proud. I remember that when he on the TV and he wear the peach suit, blonde hair. I don't want to say the name, of course. And I'm so proud of him, how much that he work hard. And yes, I'm so disappointed when I remember that when the first lawyer, he mentioned that if I am a gold digger, if I walk away from this marriage because he doesn't have money for me, it's so wrong. If I am very entitled with the money, I let her walk away when he make the most money, not he lose the most money. Make sense? This is the thing when I'm married with him, I never thought I would come to this kind of situation because all the women, we never want to get a divorce for sure. Even includes me. I don't know about you. For me, I just like to have a happy life, happy family, even though we have been agreement that we were not gonna have children together. I'm okay with that because I have my own children already. I would like to live simple, easy, do my business, have a beautiful husband. He do his business. I'm so proud of him. But somehow, he turned out as a different man. It's the man that I used to know in Thailand. But he moved back to Canada. He become another man that I should not be married with him at all. However, my female lawyer, she asking me that I should have consult with financial about my debt. And I say, okay, how can I start? And she gave me some information about the company. And I follow whatever she advised me or to do so. And I did. And she said, let's hold about this situation about your check that is bound, that he doesn't have money. Let's give him another week. Let him come to the answer. But between we waiting, you should go to financial consult, talk about that how you gonna clear with your debt or myself. The money I loan from the bank, the credit card I have been used, that two things. I have a big financial crisis, that's what you call. I went to the company, the owner like a Chinese man, but professional. He talked to me, he asking me what I have to bring over, and we talk about it. And he do such a wonderful job. But again, I'm very in shock that this is my life in Canada experience about get a divorce in this country. I never thought that I will be past it of journey of the experience. That's why I like to come out and share of my own experience. If you get a divorce and have trouble with financial, have trouble with your husband, this is what you're gonna face too. Like I have prenup when I came to Canada, and my prenup is the part like my ex-husband, he do everything only himself, but he did not ask my side to have legal advice. I should have my legal advice first before I sign the prenup. How do I know? I don't know nothing. But now I know. That's why I like to come to sit on my channel, NuchMaple life story, to share with the lady. If you come from another country and plan to marry with another man country, this is a part of you should be considering before you sign the paper. When I went to see my financial consult, he said, you pretty much zero money right now. Zero money. Of course, I have no money. I have been owning from the loan from the bank like 50,000. But that's my ex. He helping me to be co-sign. That's why I get that kind of amount from the bank, 50,000 to cover everything I need for my spa business. But when I have to pay back, it's look like gonna be only me. I have to be responsibility about it, 50,000. Okay, I kind of choke a little bit when I sit and talk with this meeting. And he say, okay, he calculate everything, how much I will make per week, per month, per year. He just do the thing. I'm bad with number. I'm bad with number. And he say, okay, if you think you could make this amount, you will have enough to pay this amount, how much every month to the bank, to the people you've been loaned, to the credit card, and to the car. You have another year to go. I kind of relieve actually. When you're gonna go through a divorce like me, or I don't know, everyone different, case different, just precaution, conscious, slowly take a deep breath in. That's what I do all the time. Take a deep breath. Because even the day that I went to the court, I already put in my head that, okay, I am accept 30,000. That was my ex. He offered me 30,000 and end everything. But when I get there, he not even show up. That's why this is going on. I have to go through to psychiatrist, doctor, go to financial consult. Actually, I learned so much from that. It's like my journey to take to this road to be experienced. I call path of life. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna let one man ruin my life because he behaved. I have to say that I have a good life to be here because of him too. Doesn't mean I'm take him for granted. I always make sure he know I am appreciated. That's why I talked to my lawyer that, okay, if he cannot give whatever prenup that I have signed in offer to me, I will take whatever he offer is 30,000. But he didn't ever show up in that day. That's why it's still going like this. Until go back to the financial. My financial consult, he told me how much I have to looking for, making, and pay back to whatever I owe to the bank or to the people I have been loaned to. It's not much, but it's a lot for someone just start for work. I work 7 days a week and I have 2 kids to take care of in Thailand. And my mother, I have to take care because she stay in Thailand. That's a part of the culture. We have a little bit different. That's why one thing that for sure, when I come here, I never ask my ex to give me money to pay to my kid, to pay to my mother. Never. But now I am alone. I have to find double money to pay back to the loan, to pay to Thailand for my kid education, to support for my mother that she cannot go to work anymore, and include myself in Canada. And my rent that I rent with my friend. Life is not easy to me. So what next will happen? What is start? But before I go, my financial consult, he asked me the credit card. I remember I watching this show on LTC, about the people go to around you, that someone that overspend money and ask for credit card and live life just only cash. I never thought that I will be one of those. Before I leave the room from the meeting, he asked me that pass over of my credit card, all credit card that I hold or I have, and he cut at the front of me. And he said, now you have to learn to live with your cash flow. That is hurt when see someone cut your credit card. But you know what? This day I enjoy to just use cash. So I will come and continue of my journey that how my ex been disappear. My lawyer, the best lawyer, how she can catch him back to this process of divorce with me. So I will return back again. My name Nuch or NuchMaple from Thailand. This is my life experience. Get a divorce in Canada is a part, but that's why I like to share my experience with whoever gonna marry or not marry, and like to hear some experience from someone life that is take journey in different road. But you know what, I'm happy, but gonna continue until I find the moment until today. So thank you for joining me today. Very nice to meet you. And this is NuchMaple from Thai, Canada. Bye for now.